Did hit my target earlier this morning, 1480, 1485. Low so far has been 73. So that was good for 165 pips from the cells up here. It took a lot of patience to wait for it. I also, for aggressive traders, put out a reverse out of your shorts. Like if you were short two, you buy three, leaves you, with a half position that long from that 1480 level, risking 100 pips. We may get a dollar turn. They're trying to turn a lot of other things as well. I mean, the market was under a lot of pressure. Also took some off in the Aussie, which, short term up here. So, pretty big trade, 140. We could go lower, but I think it's a great trade to book. I'm looking for a pullback in the dollar, so put it in the bank or just keep a small piece if that's what you want to do. We did have a new signal. We're short yen from above the throwover and took a partial on that. And then there was an add-on sell at 82, so I took 50 off the first sale. We'll see. For this to work, you want it if it's rallying and risk is recovering a bit here. We shouldn't close back over, say, give it 54, but it's really the 380 number. So that covers the currencies. When it comes to metals under pressure because of the strong dollar, but I still think there's a shot for 4,100. So I actually put out a long in gold, risking today's lows. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong for 20 bucks. But if I'm right for, 150 back here at 4,100. I went with the gold because actually the gold silver ratio um, recovered quite a bit, really turned after this pullback that we had here. Looks like it's turning back up, which makes when you want to be long metals, gold your preferred long and silver your preferred short. It's still kind of that way. Gold's down 1.2%, silver down 1.6. But I do think that silver isn't going to make new lows here either. I think that, this may have been ABC for A, ABC for B, and now we get a rally back towards 50. And if that happens, maybe people don't have to worry about this sell-off that we're getting in equities. One thing that did happen, regardless of the rally here in equities, which, we're still down. If we weren't down 75, you would say, oh, we came in 50 lower. Um, we have filled the exhaustion gap. So the exhaustion gap is here. Does this take new highs off the table? I don't know. I really think we need a break under 67.20 to break the trend. So under 67.20 is going to measure back to this. I'm going to raise tariffs to 100% on China Day that we had in October, which would be 520. And then should we ever take out 520, it measures to targets I've been talking about for a correction, and that's around the 6120 level, which is where we have the 200 week. So I know it's premature to say. I mean, a lot of markets got sold into pretty big Palantir after earnings. Let's just take a look at a few of them. A lot of these are breaking without the 4-hour divergence. I don't know if we need them. VIX started off strong. It's fading. Really needs to close over what I just showed you on the daily for us to know that we have some trouble. Need to close over 20. Otherwise, they'll just, if we're going to new highs, they'll take it down again. I don't think we're going to make new lows. They're killing the miners. So if you listen to me about the miners a few weeks ago, you have saved yourself a lot of heartache. Okay, even the little ones, massive declines. You're talking 30, 40%. So I know I was early about saying it, but I'd rather be early than late. Okay, so I think that's about it. Let's take a look at TLT. Um, The real culprit, and I think if it's going to turn into a broader sell-off, is going to be junk because credit spreads widened out a little bit yesterday. Plus, we're still having a lot of demand at the repo window. But this is important. This is the one to watch because if we should take out these lows, right now it could just be a pullback and we go again. But, it's under a lot of these moving averages. Take a look at the daily. Yeah, I mean, to me, it looks like the Roadrunner running away, Wile E. Coyote running away from the Roadrunner. And this is a pretty good ledge cliff. And there's a lot of room underneath this. So if any other credit problems in the shadow banking system, this is the shadow. So if you're looking for the shadow, this is where you find what the market thinks about what's happening in shadow banking. It's going to be your junk, your HYG. So that's a wrap, everyone. Everyone should have had a good week today on a few of the calls and checking the room. I believe we're launching a new website. It's going to be even more user friendly sometime, maybe late this week or early next week. And get in there today. Mike's very active. This is his kind of day where you start off sharply lower and then he follows to see who's making some big bets on a recovery of that particular issue. So remember, don't just count your pips, count your blessings.